And here we go. Okay, here I go. One of the things that lots of people ask me about for my greenhouse is where do I start? I've had people ask me about mentoring them and starting a greenhouse because I've ran multiple commercial greenhouses. I've worked in commercial greenhouses vast majority of my life. The furnace kicks in at the most opportune times, and it's cold here in Alberta. So there's that, and I can't really get around that. One of the things I like to do is I save a lot of my own seeds. And what I do is my favorite plants that produce the best, going with the botany rule of thumb, if you save the seeds from the best producing plants, your seeds should be the best seeds for that year. Now, sweet peas, I pick a lot of things and put them in my greenhouse and dry them all fall and winter. And then throughout the winter, I'm slowly harvesting them. I saved these to do a video, and I've been waiting to do this video since, November. So we're gonna do it today. And here we go. So this is what they look like after they've been in my greenhouse dried all winter. What I do is, what you do then is you take in, here's something that's really cool for like all my students that are interested in herbology and practical medicine. One of the things when drying, the ones that get exposed to the most sunlight get bleached out. That's what's happening here. These are getting bleached by the suns. The ones that were inside, see this nice green still? They're equally as dry. They were just in the inside of the pile. So that I just found really fun. For me, gardening and herbology, food, alchemy, patterns, everything that I do is an experiment. I'm very curious about everything. I want to know what's happening, how I could explain it, if I can explain it, if I can't explain it, what if it's cool or not. That's just intrinsically a piece of who I am and what I do. So just a really cool thing to show everybody is when you dry herbs that you're wanting to use in culinary or in tinctures or in teas, if you want the vibrant, beautiful green that they were when you picked them, don't put them in the sun to dry them. A hot, dry, dark place will serve you better to preserve color because the sun bleaches out all the color. It's just what it does. Our sun is magnificent for drying and all of those things, but yeah, it'll bleach it down to this. That's what it does. Anyway, I just want to show you that. The other thing is then when you're going through all these, what I did is I've already done that. I just saved them in here to show you that. I saved like a couple on here to pick. So on my branches, there's, because these are sweet peas, there's little pea pods. And I pick them and I will shell them all, and then I can use those sweet pea seeds for in my gardens and everything. So once you've planted a lot of the more traditional Victorian style flowers and definitely all your traditional herbs and medicine, the seeds will be readily accessible, or lots of them will winter through, they will self-seed. These are things you need to be aware of. And how you do it is you either catch them and catch the seeds first and dry them, or you let them just do what they do and be what they are. For me, I'll try and do a little bit of both. There's some places in my yard that are allowed to just be their crazy, beautiful, natural selves. Some I curate more because of the greenhouse and the artist in me that likes to create. So then, that's just a side ramble. These are the pea pods, and when they open up, if you've left them, I should see if there's some on there. They will actually open up like this themselves. And see in here, there's these beautiful, perfect little sweet pea seeds that I will save and put in a container and plant. Now, for yourself, you can dry and plant these seeds all you want. For resale in Canada, well, if it's not a heritage, it's not an heirloom seed that you've had in your family, which I do have. We do have some. We have some calendulas and stuff that in different delphiniums that have been on our farm, my family farm, that I can use, that I could sell, and different hollyhocks and different things that have been around since forever that I can use without fear of selling because it's proofable. However, if they're not heirloom and you're selling them, you have to be careful. There are laws against that. And then there are some species that are actually just grafted or cutting done by cutting. They're not done from original seeds. They've actually got a mother plant and they've been doing cuttings off of them for a long time, but that's a whole nother subject. But here in the greenhouse that I do for just the average yard gardener who wants to save their seeds, save some money, and then create their own genetic species of their own through just natural selection and natural evolution and adaptation, yeah, you can do it this way. It's pretty simple, it's cost effective, and I'm always interested in how they perform each year. They become, because of doing that, like my sweet peas, lots of them germinate way faster, the ones that I've kept year to year. Their color is more vibrant. They handle our climate better. They're just adapted to our environment. So if you do it in your local area, they will adapt and evolve to your area, your climate, as long as you're selecting the ones that are producing the best, the ones that you liked their performance the best. That's how natural selection works in literally everything. That's just science.